Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Leslie Osche. I'm the chairman of the Board of Commissioners of Butler County, and on behalf of my colleagues, Commissioner Geyer, Kimberly Geyer, and Commissioner Kevin Boozle, along with the corporate home of Armstrong, keeping you connected, we want to welcome you to Butler County. We are thrilled to host you here. But I also have to tell you that on behalf of Allegheny County, I welcome you too, because it depends on where you are in this building, whether you're in Butler County or Allegheny County. So lest we think we do not love one another, we share a building. So I am also very much honored to serve as the chairman currently of the Southwestern PA Commission. The commission is a municipal planning organization for this region and the 10 counties in Southwest PA, including Allegheny, Armstrong, Beaver, Butler, Fayette, Greene, Indiana, Lawrence, Washington, and Westmoreland counties, most of all of whom are represented here today. And on behalf of my regional colleagues and the members of SBC, I want to thank all of our sponsors, in particular today, our platinum sponsors, AT&T, Armstrong, Comcast, DQE Communications, the Henry Hillman Foundation, and Michael Baker International. Would you please give them a round of applause? Without them, we could not have made this possible. I also, without going through an entire long list of folks, I'm going to ask that those who are commissioners or SPC commissioners who serve on the Southwestern PA Commission Board, would you please stand and be recognized? Okay, go ahead, come on. Thank you. I think you're going to hear a little bit about some other sponsors that have made this possible as we go throughout the day, and you'll hear some more names of those who have made this day possible. I also want to welcome and thank our panel members who are joining us today from across the state, some who drove in this morning at four or 5 hour drives early this morning, so welcome. All of our SBC commissioners again, and all of you who took the time today to attend so that we can navigate what is certainly a complex and monumental undertaking in deploying broadband to the underserved and unserved areas of our region to create access and equity that will strengthen our regional competitiveness. We want to be a light, and we want to get it right here in Southwestern Pennsylvania. So I'd like to take a moment also to recognize the elected officials and their representatives who are in attendance today. First, those, and if you would stand so we can, or wave so we can see you. First, Sarah Innamorato, State Representative. Is Sarah here? Okay. City of Pittsburgh Controller Mike Lamb. Not here yet. Okay. State Representative Nick Piscatano. Okay. Allegheny County Treasurer John Weinstein. All right. Federal offices. Someone should be here from the office of Senator Casey, Senator Bob Casey. Someone here from Senator Casey's office. Office of John Fetterman. Okay. Office of Chris DeLuzio. The office of Congressman Guy Reschenthaler, and the office of Congressman G.T. Thompson. There he is, he's back there. From our state offices, representing Senator Joe Pittman, Senator Lindsey Williams, State Representative Stephanie Shalaba, and State Representative Marcy Mostello is probably going to join us here a little later today. So, back in 2019 BC, before COVID, we gathered as local elected officials and members of the commission to develop the region's long-range plan. But even then, before we could even begin to conceive of what stay-at-home, work-from-home, and school-from-home really actually meant, the topic of providing high-speed internet to both rural and urban areas came up in nearly every focus group in that planning process. So as we created the plan, which typically focuses on investments in roads and bridges and transit, water and sewer, and Community Development, the plan titled Smart Moves for a Changing Region, it became as much about communication connectivity as about roads and bridges and transit. So in 2021, the Southwestern PA Commission, in collaboration with Allies for Children and Carnegie Mellon University, along with the broad regional coalition of stakeholders, developed a regional connectivity improvement plan to guide the region's broadband efforts. And it really only makes sense that the same organization that coordinates transportation investments in the region should also assist in coordinating broadband investments. Since the plan's adoption, SPC, working in collaboration with many of the partners in attendance today, began to implement that plan. A few examples since the adoption include instituting a connectivity resource center within SPC to assist partners with broadband connectivity technical assistance. Working with DQE Communications, they submitted a middle-mile broadband infrastructure grant request that, if awarded, will construct 170 miles of new fiber backbone, serving approximately 16,000 homes, 2,300 businesses, and 110 community organizations. They are collaborating with other entities who also submitted middle-mile applications in this region. Coordinating a regional submission to the FCC mapping challenge with assistance from county partners, NTIA, and the PA Broadband Development Authority. And I can tell you that as counties, we could not do these things alone. The leadership and the expertise of the SPC staff and consultants is critical to our success. So I want to take a moment right now and recognize first our President and CEO, Vincent Valdez. I'd also like the staff to stand, if you would please, because this, you have to understand that they put this together, all working from home, not by choice. As we are trying to move our SPC to new offices in the Strip District, in the terminal building, the office wasn't quite ready, but our lease expired. So they are homeless. But so they did a monumental job. So I want to mention, sorry, in no particular order here, Dan Allwine, Mary Brangan, Rhonda Craig, Linda Duffy, Margaret Fauner, Jen Lasser, Anthony Hickton, Lil Kabreski, Andy Waple, Kathy Tully, Shannon O'Connell, and Jeremy Popeye. Thank you so much for the work you did today. So again, I want to, sorry, I lost the whole place after doing all of that. I want to take also a moment to say that, you know, we really found it, apologize. We as counties, again, recognized about 4 months ago that our constituents, municipalities, and institutions were very anxious for us to move forward with the broadband deployment. But it was really hard for everyone to see the wave that was coming at us, and with the desire to get those same entities, to help those same entities maximize and leverage our investments and available funds while ensuring an effective deployment and outcome, we recognize the need to get us all here in the room together. Local governments at all levels, our providers, associations, and others. So at the end of the day, we can have a much better vision of how we will work together through all of this, what role we will play, and how we take the next steps effectively. So I want to thank the staff for doing a wonderful job again in creating today's robust program aimed at informing and educating you on current regional efforts, funding opportunities, legislative initiatives that can help us advance our goal of equitable broadband access, statewide efforts underway at the Pennsylvania Broadband Development Authority and Center for Rural Pennsylvania, and finally, how the region can better leverage the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program. Again, thanks to our very generous sponsors. Please stop by and say hello to them out in the lobby when you're here. I want to again thank the speakers, excuse me, and all of you for being here today. And before I turn this over to Amy McKinney from Lawrence County, I want to point out that on your tables, I believe there are index cards so that if you have questions at any point in the day, the way we will manage that is we're going to ask that you write that question down on the index card and raise it up in the air so that one of the SPC staff can collect that and make sure that we get all of your questions answered throughout the day.